Inside the Ropes, taking you behind the scenes of tournament preparation.
Day one is a typical Monday at a U.S. Open. You find a lot of gates that were locked that you didn't think they might be. You find people walking to their daily assignments of other disciplines, whether it's hospitality, venues, or what have you. There's 100 people walking up and down the service roads that have been vacant all week, except for the fact of all the construction vehicles. But I think it went really well. All of our team that was setting up course number 2 this morning, I just kind of listened to all the radio chatter. But it was minimal. It was all good, and things found their way, and couldn't have been more pleased with it this morning.
We prepared yesterday afternoon. Basically what we do for the guys on the course is we work the mowers, we stage them, we fill them up, we do the oil, we do everything to make sure there's no problems. Because you get 100 people that's coming in and volunteers, I want to make sure everything's right, so our guys do it all. We set them, stage them, oil them, do everything. All they do is walk up, get on the machine, go mow, come back, drop them off, we do the rest.
It went really well. We were kind of just getting used to the course and getting a game plan together. I feel like this morning went pretty well. Still some loose ends we got to tie up, but the management here, they seem to be on top of it. A lot of tournament experience already. So, they've got the game plan and we just follow it, do what they say,
We had two different orientations, which is unique for the championships. Our first orientation was 11 o'clock yesterday morning, and that involved our full-time and regular Pinehurst employees. And we wanted to get that section of it out of the way and really about split it in half of the total number of people that we had, so we wouldn't have so many people getting all the distribution of things. We're very, very pleased to have Mike Davis with USGA as well as Dan Burton. He's chair of the championship committee for the USGA, vice president of the USGA. They joined us along with the trophies. So we had the trophies for the guys to be involved with yesterday and have their photographs taken. And then yesterday evening at 4 o'clock, then we had the volunteers come. The volunteers from local golf courses. Many of the superintendents in the community, we have over 40 courses within a 15-mile radius of Pinehurst. And each of those superintendents were kind enough to offer their time, and they're trying to balance their workloads for the next 2 weeks with their assistants and other people so that they can come in different shifts and participate but not having to make the commitment for the entire 2 weeks. And so we had those yesterday, and it was very successful. It was cloudy this morning. It's the first cloudy morning we've had it for a while. The humidity is up some. There's not a lot of moisture in the ground though. We're monitoring moisture levels on the putting surfaces, daily throughout the day and managing them really closely and tightly.
It was very dark, and the first time that I've actually gone out there on the course, I tried to mow greens at 4:45 in the morning. So it was a challenge. Very hard to see. We've got lights on the mowers. It's a little overcast this morning, not much dew that I could really see on the greens. So it's really hard to pick out my lines. We just kind of cleaned up around the green surround actually a little bit, kind of let 15-20 minutes go by. We got a little bit of sun, and then that's when I got started.
We've had certainly a long-time relationship with the Toro Company and Smith Turf and Irrigation specifically in Charlotte. Irrigation systems, everything we do is Toro, and they were very, very helpful for us to provide us a number of pieces of equipment. I couldn't even begin to tell you how many we have on site now that are loaner equipment from Toro, and it's not just for this week. That's the key that's so important for that relationship, that we've had that equipment here for over 3 weeks now.
Toro's been fabulous. Actually, Toro about 2 weeks ago sent one of their guys down from Minnesota. He stayed with me for a full week. They had 2 of their technicians from STI in Charlotte, which is our local dealership. We have extra greens mowers, fairway units, tee mowers. They've sent us and taken care of whatever our needs were. We're running the 5510 fairway units. We're running the 2100, which is the walk mowers for the greens, and the collars. with the reverse brushes on it. We're running the verticutters on the collars. And then for our surround mowers, we're running their new 3300 flex unit.
I have obviously high expectations of both weeks. I think there's two key storylines in it, and certainly the back-to-back concept has been talked about. But I think one of the underlying stories that people are overlooking, perhaps I don't, is the third U.S. Open in 15 years, and that's unprecedented. I think it's going to show some light, somewhat maybe, on people can look and see how the yardages have changed since '99 to 05 to now. Certainly the footprint and the appearance of the golf course and the strategy in the golf course. Same golf course, but completely different strategies